Hello everyone, it's time for the Hearthstone Daily. Time for the Hearthstone Daily. However, okay, don't be shaking card pack. However, we got a few things to talk about after you open the pack cards. Decent pack as always. Anyway guys, in this video we're going to discuss some ideas I have for Hearthstone, pertaining to Hearthstone as a whole, and how I think Hearthstone can really change for the better, not just in the simple fact of adding more cards and more abilities, but the actual system that we play in. A few examples of these are, and we'll go over each one. My first point is adding an arcade mode to Hearthstone. My second point is adding something a little more in-depth when it comes to how Hearthstone, as of right now anyway, how it works with the whole thing.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be
Like,
mine.
the whole thing that it does so far. I love how it always has some technical issues. I like the most wrongest of times. Guys, give me just a second. Hearthstone overlay messed up a little bit, but anyway, we'll start with the first point. First point being arcade mode in Hearthstone. I feel like Hearthstone, with everything out and how it's going, from the Tavern Brawl and the Fireside Inn and all that good stuff, is great. It's great. It really is, but I feel like we could do better than what we have right now. And what I mean by that is, sure. What I mean by that is, I mean adding an actual way for Hearthstone players, you know, just their friends, you know, just people with their friends, just people and their friends, to somewhat, in a way, get the opportunity to edit game rules a little bit. Like, I'm not saying make an arcade mode in the sense of what we normally end up having. I just mean make an arcade mode. It's really not working right now. Whatever, forget the overlay. Okay. Let me explain what I'm trying to say, guys, because I know right now you guys are like, what are you talking about? Just say what you gotta say. Okay, so Tavern Brawls every week. Okay, they make different adaptations, different changes to how the game works and everything. That's fun. But for someone who's playing with a friend, or if you just want to do a Tavern Brawl type ideal for even a possible Fireside Gathering, you kinda can't. And the reason you can't is because there's no way of actually making that happen. Oh yes. If you give them more possibilities, and you can have a Fireside Gathering where maybe it's only Highlander decks, but that's easy to do as long as everybody understands the rules and regulations. The problem comes in hand when it's not so much about rules and regulations, and it's more about, I have to play this crap. Don't take Firelight Portal, okay. When it's not so much about rules and regulations, but it's more along the line of, okay, this has to be done now, and this needs to be done this way. What I'm saying is, you get to a point where it's like, okay, let's say for instance you add a Tavern Brawl, or you add an arcade mode where people can make different arcade games. And one of the arcade games you make or add is something very simplistic, okay? We'll keep it super simple. We'll say it's something like, I'll say split class, which is something I've been thinking about lately. 2 classes, maybe 3. 1 deck. Okay, so you end up with a deck where you have something along the lines of a Warlock Priest. You have to have 15 cards from each class, because it's a split deck. But then that doesn't really account for your neutral cards, so I guess you kinda can't do that one exactly the way I want it done.
Buying or selling.
All these cards suck, sure. But that's just one ideal though. or a mage. Imagine mage rogue decks. Like, you have Shadow Step in your deck because you're part rogue. You can pick and choose. Like, you have your mage hero power, your rogue hero, but then you add a mechanic where you can for whatever reason, let's say you added that you can. I don't think I know. Okay, that's fine. Then you add the mechanic where you now have fireballs and shadow steps with an alternating hero power, depending on what you want to do. It's just an ideal. I think it'd be a good thing for the game. I think it would make it better. I think it would in some case, dang it, I think in some case it would improve Hearthstone as a whole. My next point comes to the fact of I find it a little unfair, and I said unfair. I find it a little unfair that in Hearthstone you can only get certain skins or certain things. I always get this. It's always this potion for me. But then Cabal normally gives me other things too. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I feel that if there was a way to, and I know it's a prize grab, it's money. Crap. It involves money, it does. Okay, but if you were to incorporate the idea of, hey, you want this hero skin, and you know, maybe the promotion period's over, you want this card back, and maybe that's over already. Just give them the chance to get it, and just pay money for it. I mean, it's really not the end of the world if you allow us to spend some money to buy a card back. $10, $5, depending on what kind of card back it is. That way people can actually get their collection that they want. Nice. Because unfortunately right now, there's really no way for a lot of us to get the collections that we want to get, because you just can't get it. I mean, there's no way to get some of the collections we want. I gotta push for damage here. I have to. So, for instance, I will never get the Murloc hero or this new Warlock hero they're talking about because I'm not going to the Fireside Gathering because I can't make it. I'd rather just pay $10 maybe a month later or 2 months later so I can actually have it. I feel like that way everybody can get their collection up and no one has to feel like, oh man, I have all the card backs but I can't get it. Pros and cons. Pros, you guys make money. Cons, you're charging us for card backs. But I mean, League of Legends charges us for skins. Other games charge us for skins. It's not like it's something new. It's not like it'll be end of the world if they do it.
I'll find it.
I hate to do this. I need a card. It wouldn't be the end of the world. That's my only real points, guys. Other than that, I may go into a more elaborate video later on. But until now, you just watch the rest of this match. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. God bless. Thank you.
We hunger for vengeance.
Drink the power.
I'm almost out of cards. Let the pain speak to me.
I'm almost out of cards. I concede to your power.